A special installment of Grace Archie with Jim Babka, we like to call Instant Grace. I'm Jim Babka. Two shooters. Representative Luna, did she clickbait the JFK issue? Representative Luna is going to be heading up a subcommittee or special task force in the House to investigate various conspiracies, starting with the JFK one, and she stood up and said this.
Our first investigation will be announced, but it's going to be covering on a thorough investigation into the John F. Kennedy assassination. And I can tell you, based on what I've been seeing so far, the initial hearing that was actually held here in Congress was actually faulty in the single bullet theory. I believe that there were two shooters, and we should be finding more information as we are able to gain access into the SCIF, hopefully before the files are actually released to the public.
Now that's vague, leaving the impression that her position affords her some kind of inside track. And that got the online media breathless. In fact, in this attention-driven economy in modern media, she got a lot of attention all over the place. And I'm here to tell you what she was really saying. So you got to start off with the history here. There's the House Select Committee on Assassinations, HSCA for short. It was established in 1976 to investigate the assassinations of John F. Kennedy and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The committee began its work in September 1976 and concluded in December 1978. Now, there's a police dictabelt recording that indicated that there may have been 4 shots, and this is important because from that, the HSCA tentatively suggested that this was indicative of a conspiracy. You see, the Warren Commission report had only posited 3 shots. Now, it's beyond the scope of this instant grace to get into the validity of that claim. It's quite a subject, and for me personally, not load-bearing, even if it were to be impeached. The dictabelt does not matter to my personal views of the case very much. It's interesting, but it doesn't matter. There was more than one shooter, and we explored some of the impossibilities of the lone nut theory back in episode 105, which was titled Thomas Crooks Thought Lee Harvey Oswald was a lone gunman. That's episode 105. None of the things that I said there relied on the dictabelt evidence. Quick rabbit trail. There's one more point I want to make about the HSCA. It's important as we're analyzing this. They were critical of the Warren Commission. The official government position at this hour, let me say that again, the official government position as of now, the last time that the government looked at this as the government, is that the Warren Commission did not take the claims of conspiracy seriously. You see, few people understand that the Warren Commission was a grand jury. That's what they were, essentially. And they were prosecuting the reputation of a dead man, not an investigation of the facts. The 888-page report was merely a plaintiff's brief. But by 1965, it was already the case that people were able to use the additional 26 volumes generated by that investigation. These were supporting documents, witness testimonials, exhibits, and other investigative data. And they used it to demonstrate a fundamental fact that there was a conspiracy. And here in 2025, due to declassification and crowdsourced investigation, the Warren Commission should no longer be treated like they're tablets from the mountain. And so thus, Representative Luna's committee is overdue. But does she have some special knowledge of more than one shooter? No. She's merely stating what the establishment up till now has refused to say. The last major investigation by the U.S. government was the House Select Committee on Assassinations, and they concluded there was likely a second shooter, automatically making it a conspiracy. Listen, I want this investigation, and lots of other people do too, but I also want to be above board. I want to be forthright with you. I realize that the HSA already said is not sensational. It wouldn't have gotten Representative Luna a bit of coverage if she had said what I just said. The programs who covered her wouldn't have given you all the clickbait headlines they gave you if she had simply said, well, the last investigation said this. Nevertheless, it's still important for you to know the last official investigation of the facts by the U.S. government disagreed with the Warren Commission on the question of conspiracy.